everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Praise. This is Chrissy. I don't know that I've ever introduced myself in the videos, maybe in the intro, but I figured I've seen a few people when they start their videos, they usually say their name, and I haven't done that, so I thought maybe it's something I need to start doing, at least in some of the videos. Alright, so last time, I believe the last one I posted, I talked about the Body Clutter book, and I believe it was chapter 3, and I had read off the Body Clutter Mission and also posted a photo of it. Now, I was going to share some of my responses. Now, the responses I have are from May 29, 2023, when I first went through this, and I'm also going to talk about maybe more so of what I'm feeling now. Now, granted, a lot of the answers that I put back then are still pretty accurate for the most part. Now, the first question was, do you feel pretty? And if your answer is no, then write about how you feel about the way you look. Now, of course, the idea of this is when you write this down, no one is going to read it, so you're allowed to, to write what you feel. Although it does say you're not allowed to be mean to yourself. So that's kind of hard sometimes. But my answer most of the time is no. I have a hard time with that because I might like some of the outfits that I have. Even the way that, they're comfortable or whatever. Because now, I don't know if it's just a growth thing with getting older, but I don't care as much what the style is, the trend, trending styles or whatever. I never really did all that much, but it did influence me when I was a lot younger, and now recently, and I don't know if that's just, like I said, something with getting older, but I choose my clothing based on how they make me feel comfortable, and modest. Like I don't really like a lot of the real showy clothes. My favorite outfits are usually longer skirts, at least below the knee, or longer, and usually I do like the legging style shorts or like capri leggings underneath them anyway, because I'm clumsy and have the tendency to fall, so I don't want to be falling without some pants and coverage under my skirts. The other thing I love to wear is I usually wear leggings with long, well, I say long shirts, but they're like dresses. They're supposed to be dresses, some of them, like the spring type dresses and that, but a lot of them are like above the knee or shorter. I just have never felt comfortable wearing that. I've worn stuff like that in the past when I was a lot younger, teenager or stuff like that, but even then it was kind of uncomfortable. So I go leggings, and part of the reason is they're comfortable. The other reason is because I'm 4'11". So I've never really liked jeans. I used to wear them when I was younger, in high school and probably my early 20s, or maybe throughout my 20s. But either they fit the waist, but they're too wide and too long at the legs, or they fit, they're the right length and width of the legs, but they don't fit at the waist, or there's always something going on, and it's just, so I pretty much steer clear of that. And I do like denim skirts. If I do get capris, like I have a pair of denim capris, I think, but the capris, a lot of capris fit me like short pants, so it doesn't really work for me. So leggings are the best thing for me right now. I do love stuff like pachettas or overalls. I do have a pair of jean ones that are really comfortable. Of course, they're still long. They are cut at the bottom, but they're still long. So that's something that I probably will fix soon. And I'm hoping to find some capri-like cotton leggings maybe, or cotton overalls or something like that might fit. So, I do try to at least pick clothing that I think is cute and also comfortable. Now, as far as feeling pretty, I think that does help a little bit, when you feel comfortable and you like the clothes that you wear, the colors, the um, stuff like that. But I tend to not really feel that way ever. Um, and I don't know. I know part of that is from just years of dealing with weight issues and also dealing with medical issues that at the time that some of the stuff started, I didn't know, but I get like the darkening of the skin around my neck, my ankles, um, sometimes like on my elbows, and like it's just darker. It's not that as dark as it used to be, but that from what I understand and research, well, from doctors, that was one of the reasons why they checked my A1C, because that is a symptom of diabetes. But it's also, I found out recently that it's a symptom of thyroid issues. So there's that. So I do, sometimes it's not as dark as others, but it was something that always affected me. So I probably would say until about, I'm 46, maybe when I was about 43 or so, I started wearing my hair up in public, and like here on the channel recently, and I started just not to allow that to bother me, because I love my hair long. I used to cut my hair shoulder length so I would be able to, it wouldn't be so heavy or so hot, because I'm always hot, and I didn't want to wear it up because of the darkening on my skin and being made fun of and all that stuff, and not understanding it enough to be able to explain. And not that as a, 12-year-old to a teenager to early 20s, people don't care. It's rare to find someone who's going to listen anyway, because if they're bullying you and making fun of you for something, it's a problem that they have to deal with, and no amount of explanation is going to matter. So those are things that I dealt with. So like I never really learned how to comb hair, like braids and all the cute stuff like that. And I loved the look, but I never learned because I couldn't do them on myself because of that reason. And I think I probably would have learned if I would have had kids, but since we weren't able to have any, I just didn't learn. So all of that long answer to say, no, I don't usually feel pretty. There are some days, and those days are getting a little bit, I guess, a little more often, even if it's only for a part of the day, even if I deal with issues later, but at least, it's getting better. Now another question was, how many years worth of clothes do you have in your closet? And better yet, how many sizes? Now, I have a lot of clothes. Like, I've gotten rid of so much, and I still have a lot. And part of the reason is because I had a lot of it packed away when we moved here, and we went through some stuff, and I'm like, oh, I really like that, and I'm going to wear that again. I haven't worn it again. For the most part, as far as sizes go, I have most of the stuff that fits me. I've gotten rid of a lot of the stuff that was too small. The stuff that's too big, I still have some. And that was mainly because I didn't want to buy any clothes while I was losing weight when I first started this journey years ago. And then I gained some of it back, and I'm finally down below that first amount of loss that I did. So, I'm getting there. I haven't done a weigh-in this week. I haven't had a chance to really do that. And I'm still on I need to pick a day, and I need to start getting that tracking going. I deal with, it's partially procrastination, and partly it's like fear in a way of facing the days that I'm not reaching my goals. I'm trying to not let that bother me so much, but it's still an issue. And I think it's because I've always had an issue with weight, whether it was, gaining 5 pounds, losing 5 pounds just over and over and over and over, or gaining more and losing a little bit more and then gaining it all back. And so this time it's just like, I'm trying to almost tiptoe around this and just pretend it's not happening, but being intentional about doing it, but just like, I don't know if I want to track these things, because it's kind of, it's hard when you go and you get on the scale and you expect that, like my goal every week is 2 pounds, to lose 2 pounds. And when you don't lose any, it's hard, because, you did stuff, you thought you were doing the right thing or whatever, or if you gain a pound or something, it's like almost gets me to the point where that part of me that falls into the depression about it, like that really gets, where I beat myself up about it, gets really hard. So I'm hoping that very soon, so I've been talking about this, is the decluttering part. I think that's going to help me with this situation as well, because I'll be able to go through things and I'll be able to see things that didn't quite fit right, or they were too tight and they fit loose now. Because I noticed there's this one dress that I really love. I don't know if I've worn it in one of my videos yet or not, but it's one of my favorites. It has my favorite color. It's purples with some blues and some black on it. And I've noticed recently that I've worn it, that it fits me looser and longer, because I was noticing it was hit, like through the capris, it would like hit right below the capri in the back, and it wasn't that long before. So it's working. I'm losing weight, but it's still really hard, because I wanted to go faster, but I know that I need to go slow so that I don't overwhelm my body, especially with the medical issues. I want to do this the right way. Now, do you get dressed to shoes first thing in the morning? Not always. If I'm not going anywhere, I usually will get dressed in something comfy to just be home, and I just use what are they called? Like slip-on, like Adidas type flip-flop type shoes or whatever. And part of that reason is because I really hate shoes. I love the way the shoes look. Like, I think there's cute shoes and all that stuff, but I tend to get hot. And then with arthritis and probably some neuropathy, I deal with that, like burning, tingling feet. And like when my feet get hot, it's worse, and I get swollen feet and all that stuff. So for me, it's like just to be barefoot. And I've always liked to be barefoot anyway. So, but for me, that is okay. Like, I don't feel like it's a problem. I know that some people feel better when they get dressed to the shoes, like completely dressed, because you're ready to go. And I know that does help me sometimes. But there are days when I know I need a slow day without all the, I've got to get ready and I've got to be ready to go at any moment. Excuse me. Jeez. So that one is a no, at least not always. Have you ever felt embarrassed by your weight? And it says, write about how you felt and what caused your shame. An answer from before and now, of course, is yes, I have. The one time that I noticed, especially growing up, and I probably in high school, was probably the worst, because my younger sisters, one of them is almost 5 years younger than me, the other one's almost 7 years younger than me. So, watching them get clothes and buy the stuff that they liked, is like, I can't fit into that. They used to share clothes, and I always kind of felt like it'd be cool if we could all share clothes, that it'd just be some kind of bonding experience between sisters, and we couldn't. We still can't. I mean, they've always been thinner than me, and it's made me feel kind of left out, and not because they did anything or said anything. It was just the way it was, just what was happening to my body and all that. And even now that I've gotten older, I mean, it's hard to shop. Like, I really don't like shopping for clothes. And maybe that's why I like thrift stores so much, because it's kind of like you just can shuffle through all the racks and, find whatever. And it's not like, I mean, they have them separate now, that they have like the plus size clothing here and, all this stuff. But it's different there, maybe because, I don't know, there's a different feel about it, I guess. I don't know. But, in department stores, or like especially malls and places like that, it's just like most of the stores, it's hard to find something, and I don't want to look. I don't want to have to deal with all that. So that's another thing that's a problem. And I don't know if it's even something I care all that much about anymore. As far as the style of clothes, it's just the idea of it, the idea that I can't. Now, have you used your body clutter as a shield? In what way, and who or what were you trying to protect yourself from? Well, yes. Part of it is because I don't like attention. I just never have. And so it's kind of like, well, if I just allow this to happen and just whatever, I won't get attention. I won't have attention from anybody. Granted, though, there's always those who like to point out your flaws. But, it's kind of like help me be invisible in a way. Let's see. And I guess there's just certain things that I dealt with that just made me want no one to ever look at me like that. Like, just leave me alone. I'm invisible. Just don't, I just didn't want that kind of attention. So I used it as a shield. Now, and because of all of that, and I think I knew what I was doing, but it wasn't something that I talked about or shared or really faced so that I could deal with it. Now I'm trying to heal from all of that. And part of that healing is this process of choosing healthier foods. Sorry, my dog, of course, once again is laying now here on this end over here, and he's like kind of tipping it over a little. But anyway, so because of what, all the things that I'm trying to do right now, getting my health in order and dealing with the medical and mental health issues, and just this type of vlogs that I'm doing, it's really been helpful. I've met some great people through here, and in the comments, and just to have people who deal with the same things that you do. We cope with them differently. We may, deal with things a little differently, but the fact that we have that, there's an understanding, we can have compassion for each other, empathy for each other, because we do understand that those issues, I guess. I'm going to leave this one here, and then I will probably record maybe 1 or 2 more videos today to put up soon. I'm going to go through the next chapter and get through that. And then I got a few things in the mail from a couple of sisters in the Lord. I was going to do an unboxing. I thought, oh, I'll do an unboxing on video, but I haven't figured out how to get my phone to kind of look over the desk the way I have it set up. So what I'm hoping to find is something some type of tripod that I can clip on the desk, because I've seen that in someone's video that was showing, might have been Rhonda from Seasoned with Salt, I believe. She showed her her space where she does her Bible studies and all the things, and it looked, she had kind of a tripod that you clip on the side of the desk. And since I have a really tiny desk area, I think that would work better than the tripod, at least to get that part, because I'd like to kind of share some of the stuff and share some of the watercoloring and the things that I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I will take a picture of all that art supplies that Diana sent me, and I think in that I'm trying to, I can't remember where I put all the stuff now for the stuff that Rachel sent me. It was a Mr. Penn journaling set with a lot of washi tape, which you can see the washi tape right here, and the pens and stuff are in here, so I'll pull those out. But see, I put everything in the same place the other day, and I've got to find them, so I will do that. I'll kind of show what I can show in the videos, because it was a really amazing gift to get. And so I will see you in the next one. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully get all that art supply and stuff shown to you soon. All right then, have a great day, and God bless you. Bye.